Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm back with another Christmas video. Christmas is right around the corner, so I wanted to be sure to get out a few more projects for you guys. Today I'll be sharing 4 Rustic Farmhouse Christmas DIYs that are all easy and affordable to make. I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you do, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Now let's get right into today's projects. For DIY number 1, I'm making a rustic crate, and for this one, I'm using one of these mini unfinished wooden crates from Dollar Tree. These crates are perfect for so many different projects. I love them, and I'm also using some of these wood stems also from the Dollar Tree. What's perfect is these wood stems are already pre-cut to the exact size of this mini wooden crate, so I didn't have to cut them down at all. And I'm going to be attaching them right to the side of my wood crate. To do that, as you can see here, I'm just placing hot glue on one side of the wood stem and then placing that onto the crate. And I continued that same step over and over again until I had all 4 sides of my wood crate completely covered with the stems. For the inside of my crate, I'm going to be using some of these really pretty green florals from Michael's. These ones I had last year. I had to get more this year because they were so pretty. And I'm also using some of these frosted ferns from Dollar Tree. And another item from Dollar Tree is this glittered drape. This is supposed to be like fake snow. I'm just cutting this drape down a little bit, just a small piece. I'm going to be taking this, folding it up, and placing it on the bottom of my crate, just kind of as like a filler, but I didn't want that glitter on there, so I just shook it off a little bit, and it came off pretty easily. Once I had it all shook off, I just placed it in the inside. You could always use a floral foam if you didn't have like the fake snow. And then for the greenery that I'm using, I am cutting it down a little bit to have the pieces easier to work with. And then the pine cones that I'm using here to fill the inside of the crate are from Hobby Lobby. And then, as you'll see here in a minute, I ended up just using one large pine cone, and then I took really small pine cones that came in a bundle of pine cones from Dollar Tree, and I placed those all around the large pine cone and then around all of the frosted and greenery stems. And then I did add in some of those berries that were on the green stems from Michael's. To add just a little bit more detail to the front of my crate, I'm stringing 7 of these mini bells from Dollar Tree onto a piece of jute, and then to attach it to the front of my crate, I just tied off both ends of the piece of jute, and then I hot glued each of those ends on the inside of the crate along the front. And here is my rustic crate all finished. This goes perfect with the theme that I have in my home this Christmas. And if you wanted to use this piece all winter long, you could just pick out the berries and remove the bells from the front, and it would make a perfect winter piece. Now moving into DIY number 2, I'm making Christmas coasters. For this project, I already had these 4 unfinished wooden coasters from Hobby Lobby. They're really inexpensive, and I've just had them hanging out in my stash, and I finally figured out what I was going to do with them. If you didn't have these ones, you could always use 4 square pieces of wood and then just put felt on the bottom of them. I'm first starting by using my Waverly chalk paint in the color Ivory, and I'm painting 2 coats of this paint on all 4 of my coasters, and I did paint the bottom of the coasters as well, just making sure to go around the felt. Once those were all painted and dry, and then taking some of these stencils from Dollar Tree last year, and for this first stencil I'm using the Santa face and the words ho ho ho. So I just cut those out with some scissors, and then I placed it right in the center of one of my coasters. But to hold it into place, I used painter's tape on the top and bottom of the stencil. For the stencil color, I'm using the Folk Art chalk paint in the color Rich Black, and I'm using a Dollar Tree stencil brush to apply the paint. Once I was done stenciling and the paint was dry, then I just removed the stencil and all of the painter's tape. Then for the next 3 coasters, I'm using stencils once again to create my images. For this next one, I'm using this reindeer that was in the center of one of the stencils I had from Amazon. But if you have the Dollar Tree stencils from last year, they do have a reindeer on them. I just really liked the one from Amazon. So I'm just placing that in the center of the coaster, just like I did the last stencil, and then using my Dollar Tree stencil brush to apply my rich black paint. And again, just did the same thing using different stencils from Dollar Tree for the next two coasters. For my coaster with the sleigh, I did want to have a word underneath the sleigh. So I'm using this Merry Christmas stencil from Hobby Lobby, which you guys have seen me use in other videos of mine. I just taped it on to where just the word Merry would be underneath the sleigh, and then I just stenciled that right on. Then to make sure that my coasters are okay to have water on them, I needed to seal them. So I'm using this Rust-Oleum Clear Matte Sealer Spray, and I'm just doing a few coats of this spray on all of my coasters. Here are my Christmas coasters all finished. I think they turned out super cute, but what I really love about these is they are really customizable to fit your own decor. You could use whatever kinds of stencils that you want with whatever color that you want. Next, for DIY number 3, I'm making faux Christmas books. For this project, I'm using 3 pieces of 7-inch by 3.5-inch pieces of scrap wood, and I'm starting out by painting all 3 pieces of wood with my Waverly chalk paint in the color Ivory, and I did have to do 2 coats of paint on each piece of wood. Once my wood was all dry, I then took my folk art chalk paint in the color Java on a small paintbrush, and then I just dry brushed this color along all of the edges of all of my wood pieces. Next, I'm attaching all 3 pieces of wood together, and to do that, I'm using hot glue. I simply just put hot glue on one side of one of the pieces of wood and stuck another piece of wood on top of it, and I continued that step for the 3rd piece of wood. Once they were all glued together, it was time for me to stamp on my words. I am using all lowercase stamped letters, and these ones are from Michaels, and I'm just doing a traditional black ink for the color of my stamped letters. And for the first block, I'm doing the word Merry. My letters are not perfect next to each other, but I think that this gives it more of like a vintage rustic feel, and I really love the way it turned out. For my second block, I did the word farmhouse, and then for my 3rd block on the bottom, I did the word Christmas. I wish I would have done the word Christmas a little bit farther over, more to the right, but it is what it is. It ended up turning out cute, I think, and very rustic and vintage. To add some details to my faux book, I'm using some of this really pretty ribbon that I got from Dollar General. I just wish it would have been a little bit thicker. So to create a thicker ribbon, I'm just wrapping this thin ribbon around my books twice. Then to secure everything in place, I'm just hot gluing the ends of the ribbon on the bottom side of my faux books. I really wanted that pop of green, so I'm using a small piece of greenery that I had laying around from another project. I'm just hot gluing that on the top of my books, right over top of the ribbon. Then to add even more detail, I'm taking a really long piece of jute and I'm wrapping it randomly around where I have the greenery and the ribbon, and then I'm tying that jute in a bow right over top of the greenery that I've already attached. And then for the last little detail, I decided to add 2 of these tiny bells from Dollar Tree right over top of my bow. And here are my faux rustic Christmas books all finished. I think they turned out really good. I've seen so many different versions of these faux books done, and I have yet to make them until now, and I'm really glad I did because they are the perfect little accent piece with my decor. Now for the 4th and final DIY today, I'm making a mini rope tree. For this one, I'm using one of these styrofoam trees. This came in a pack from Hobby Lobby. And I'm starting by placing hot glue on the base of this styrofoam tree. And then I'm attaching some of this white cotton cord, also from Hobby Lobby, right on top of that hot glue to attach it to my styrofoam tree. And I'm just continuing this step over and over again until I have the whole styrofoam tree covered with this white cotton cord. Then when I've gotten to the top of my tree, I just cut the cotton cord and then hot glue the end of that cord down with some hot glue to a point. Next, I'm using one of these birch wood chunks from Dollar Tree. I wasn't exactly sure which chunk shape would go best with my tree, so I just tried out a few of them until I got the perfect tree trunk. And I'm just hot gluing that right onto my styrofoam tree. I'm putting hot glue right onto the wood and then sticking my tree on top of it. To decorate my little tree, I'm using some of this red berry garland, also from Dollar Tree, and I'm wrapping the garland around my tree starting at the base of the tree and then working its way up. Since this is a wired garland, I really didn't have to attach it too much, but I did place a little bit of hot glue in a few random places just to make sure everything stays nice and secure. And to finish my tree, I'm attaching one of these unfinished wood stars from Hobby Lobby onto the top of my tree using some hot glue. This is my mini tree all finished. I think it goes perfect with any rustic Christmas theme, and it was really inexpensive and easy to create. I hope that you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, I hope that you will consider subscribing. Please be sure to hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of my future videos. And you guys know I love hearing from you in the comments down below. Which DIY from today's video was your favorite? And what Christmas theme are you guys going with in your home this year? I would love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for watching.